Silvervale claims that Sinder took zero accountability in regards to the Sinder situation, and I'm here to talk about it. So, I finally bit the bullet, and I started binge watching a lot of VTubers' responses to the Sinder situation, and the one that stood out the most was Silvervale's. So, there's a segment in the live stream where she says she takes zero accountability, and she also mentions, like, using Redacted as a scapegoat. So I just want to bring this up and show you guys. So, here, this is the VOD, or Silvervale's Twitch archive, the YouTube channel, and the video Silvervale plays Oblivion Remastered Episode 4 and talks about Sinder. Ooh, can't really miss it with that title, right? So, around 46 minutes and 47 seconds in, thank goodness there's a transcript here, I decide to play it out at this segment, and here's what she says.
Comic book villain, like, who does this? And her apology, oh my fucking god, her apology, dude. Like, no words can express how fucking disgusting that was. There was zero accountability, like... It's so fucked up. Like, all of it is just so fucked up.
Okay, so you heard it from Silvervale herself. Zero accountability. Oh, also, don't get me started on the red scapegoat business that she says somewhere in the transcript here. I have to search for that. It's around, I think, the 57. Ah, that's right here. 57 minutes, 4 seconds in. Let's listen. Let's listen to what Silvervale says.
You had to think they would find out eventually, right? Like, did she think that she could do this forever? Was the plan always to have Red as a scapegoat? I don't know.
Okay, so I'm just focusing on that portion of the VOD. There's other details in the VOD, but I'm going to focus specifically in this one because I've heard time and time again that Sinder has taken zero accountability when that's blatantly false. So let's go to the apology and see if what Silvervale says is true. So, of course, Sinder has to address Silvervale, but let's go to the beginning of the doc first, because whatever. And so, in the beginning of the doc, Sinder says, "There's nothing I can say to make this better, but I'll try my best to properly convey my feelings, frustrations, and mistakes. I'd like to explain my point of view and apologize to each party affected." Sets the premise of the doc here, okay? She explains herself and then apologizes. Okay, now, just wanted to preface that for the doc. How does that relate to Sinder taking accountability? Well, there's so much in this information. I'm going to point out something here that shows that she took accountability because it's directly related to Silvervale. So if you go to this section where she talks about Silvervale, she starts it off by saying, "We're talking about Silvervale, I need to start from at the beginning. Before I was Sinder, I was a pink cherry blossom girl named Tashi that did ASMR content, yada yada yada," goes on, and at the end of this segment, she literally says, "Silver was completely undeserving of this treatment, and it was my own insecurities that led me to making this choice. I became unapologetically evil towards her due to no direct action of your own. There's no excuse for any of this. She owned up to it. What do you mean there is zero accountability if she literally states in the doc, it's my fault. It's my fault that I was unapologetically evil to Silvervale." She literally admits it. What do you mean she's not taking accountability? The heck? And then, okay, so the apology was bad? Okay, all right, let me see here. Let's see here. There is literally a section dedicated to Silver. She apologizes to Silver in this doc. Is that disgusting? What? The fact that Silvervale says, A, no accountability, and then follows it up. Well, first of all, she says, what was it? The apology was disgusting or something like that? She says something like that, right? It was like 46 minutes in. Oh. Yeah. How disgusting that, yeah, she thinks the apology was disgusting. Says that, says there's zero accountability taken, right? Okay, let's go ahead and read the apology that Sinder has for literally Silvervale. To Silver. Since the start, I love that I saw someone else sharing so many similar interests to me, and I thought maybe someday we could talk about it all and be good friends. I was blinded by all these hate comments around me, calling me your lesser half. I hate the person I've become towards you. I tried reaching out some time ago to try to start up a friendly conversation to change things and make things right, say hi to you at conventions and support your endeavors, but despite all that, I was still being eaten alive by my own doubts and fear of her or harassment. I was pressured by the community as a whole to try reaching out to collaborate since I got these messages so often comparing us, and I hoped we could work something out. The photo of me at the meet and greet was taken candidly, and I thought it looked so cute, and I posted it without asking, which was wrong of me. I was so wrong for letting everyone get in my head about all these malicious feelings. I'm so sorry for any opportunities I've taken away from you. I'm sorry, Silver. She literally takes accountability. She apologizes to Silvervale, and to further reinforce this, she says this at the beginning of her apology. She says, it took all of this happening for me to realize this behavior isn't normal or healthy, and it's not an outlook that I want to have. This doesn't absolve me of the things I've willingly done wrong and went along with, or the way I've treated people who were fully undeserving. She's literally saying, hey, I did a bad here, I'm sorry. So, how is this disgusting, first off? And two, how is this zero accountability when in her apology, Sinder's apology that you're looking on the screen right now, she takes accountability and apologizes to Silvervale? What part of it is disgusting? What part of it is zero accountability? I mean, sure, you can make arguments, but how is... Silvervale literally said the apology was disgusting. How is the apology disgusting? How? And second of all, like, she took accountability, so why are you saying zero accountability? Because, you know, now that I think about it, a lot of people say zero accountability, right? And saying, shifting the blame onto Redacted, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on, because that narrative sounds oddly familiar. Might I bring you back to Shylily? And this is taken on the YouTube video VOD Back to Business, We Cooking More Drugs Today, or maybe try Oblivion, April 28th, 2025. And it's specifically around this point, yeah, 4735. And this is what Shylily says.
Accountability for nothing. I shoved the blame over to my man. I knew nothing, everything.
You know how similar that is? Let me backtrack a little bit. Let's go to 4730. Okay, let's hear that again.
Eventually see it, but it's typical. I take accountability for nothing. I shoved the blame over to my man. I knew nothing.
Okay, this was on April 28th, 2025, right? My tinfoil hat is on. This is me making a long reach connection here. And then we go back to Silvervale. This was apparently posted on April 30th, 2025, 2 days after that VOD with Shylily. But do you notice how the narrative is very similar? About how... Let's hear what Silvervale says again.
Comic book villain, like, who does this? And her apology, oh my fucking god, her apology, dude. Like, no words can express how fucking disgusting that was. Zero accountability, like...
Zero accountability. Similar to what Shylily said, right? Okay. Alright. Let's go up to, like, what, 57 or something? Like 57 something. 57... There it is. This one. So, something similar, right? Okay, what was this?
You had to think they would find out eventually, right? Like... Did she think that she could do this forever? Was the plan always to have Red as a scapegoat? I don't know.
Alright, so the long reach tinfoil hat conclusion I'm coming to, right? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Is that, did Shylily just tell everyone that this is the narrative they're gonna go with? This is my tinfoil hat on, right? Because I've been hearing a lot of people say that she took no accountability and that she threw it onto her man's Redacted, right? But it's very similar to what Shylily's been saying. And my tinfoil hat theory is that Shylily fed this narrative out to everyone and they went along with it, Okay, so that's the first part of my tinfoil hat theory. And then the second one is that Silvervale took it, went with it, and didn't read the apology. Because I feel like if she read the apology, maybe she wouldn't be saying, oh, she took zero accountability, and she used her man as a scapegoat. So that's my tinfoil hat theory. It is a very big assumption that I just made. So if you don't think it's possible, feel free to berate me for that in the comments below. But I just want to point out there that Silvervale claimed that Sinder took zero accountability. And that is blatantly false, because we just saw in this video on Sinder's apology that she took accountability and dedicated a section in her apology to apologize to Silvervale. Okay, so with that being said, everything I used in the video will be in the description below. I encourage you, the viewer, to go to the source, so that way you can come to your own independent conclusion.